Hello, everybody.
Howdy!
Now that the cat is out of the bag and it's made public,
Meow.
I guess we can talk about this now.
Yeah, Kim and I have known a little bit about this for a little while. We still cannot divulge what we know publicly yet because how does the old saying go? Loose lips sink ships, and or maybe those that are looking for stardom might sink a ship. Now's the time to be cautious, people, with what we say and what we repeat. We're going to read the article, but just keep in mind something that Kim and I have known for a very long time. The governing body are the puppets. The real power is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. And we cannot confirm or deny any details, but it appears, and like Mike said, we've known for a while about the grand jury investigation in Pennsylvania. And but we cannot confirm or deny this investigation.
We're not going to divulge our source.
Yeah.
We're just not going to do it.
Yeah, because we wouldn't want to out them, and it isn't
Right.
Redwood here.
Right.
Yeah. This was in U.S. Today, and he has handed over his subpoena to them and made it public. Jehovah's Witnesses reportedly under investigation by Pennsylvania Attorney General.
Now remember the word reportedly. It doesn't say confirmed. It says reportedly.
Yeah. The Pennsylvania Attorney General's office reportedly is investigating whether the Jehovah's Witnesses repeatedly failed to report child sexual abuse allegations to authorities in what is believed to be the first wide-scale examination by a U.S. law enforcement agency. Now, we've kind of been hinting at this for about a month now, that we knew something big was in Pennsylvania, and I know many of you, it's like, something's going on.
Watchtower's backyard.
Yeah.
See, these guys are going right to the dog pound.
Going on with the article, the Attorney General's office told U.S. Today it cannot confirm or deny the existence of investigations. And then O'Donnell provided a copy of his subpoena. And goes on to talk about when he's testified. Now, down lower in the article, it says the Jehovah's Witness U.S. branch in Wallkill, New York, provided a statement to U.S. Today saying the organizations care deeply about children and always tries to follow the law.
Tries? What about your moral obligation, you morons?
Yeah. Any suggestion that Jehovah's Witnesses foster or enable abuse is false. Well, of course not, because in the statement, we just read from the Watchtower spokesman in the UK, he said it was the parents' fault, blaming the parents.
Yep.
So, this goes along with what they've been saying.
Look, Watchtower, word-wise, you can only back up so far before you come to that proverbial corner in the wall, and you can't go nowhere. Blaming the parents is the last-ditch effort as far as I'm concerned, because you've already blamed the elders. You've thrown the elders under the bus. I hear say sometimes it's the circuit overseer's fault because they're not, good managers, district managers. We all know you're not blaming yourself, although Jeffrey Jackson, under testimony of the Australian Royal Commission, when asked about child abuse and in the elders, Jackson said, well, that would appear so. So you got nowhere else to go. You can't blame no one else any longer once you throw the parents under the bus.
Yeah. Now, I served on a grand jury in Prescott, Arizona back in the 90s, if I remember right, or early 2000s, something like that. And the grand jury can be used in the investigative procedure. You know, they aren't just there to decide whether to indict someone or not. I know when I was part of it, we were actually used by the district attorney and the sheriff's department in an investigative process, because the grand jury can subpoena anybody.
That's right.
And so, you know, if they need to subpoena somebody, they can, you know, call this investigation of the grand jury and say, hey, you know, this is what we have so far. We need to subpoena these witnesses. You know, we can't get a hold of this person. We need, you know, to subpoena them. So, you know, being through that process myself.
Let me correct me if I'm wrong, but you also had the authority to subpoena across state lines, right?
Yes. Yeah, we had.
Keep that in mind, friends.
Yeah. We are not going to confirm or deny that any elders across state lines have been subpoenaed, but the grand jury does have that authority. They also have the authority to call in and question anybody they want to. So, you know, I learned a lot when I was on the grand jury and how much authority grand juries have. Now, I also want to state that this is the same district attorney or attorney general's office in Pennsylvania that investigated the Catholic Church abuse problem and busted, I believe it was like 30 pedophile priests, if I remember right. Mm-hmm. You know, so this is a gung-ho attorney, and let's just hope that they go after everybody at the top.
Well, can I just read the last paragraph?
Sure.
It says, lawsuits filed across the country since the 1990s have accused the Jehovah's Witnesses and their legal corporations, plural, including the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Pennsylvania and the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of New York, Inc., of failing to report child abuse. Now, Kim and I have known for a very long time that many of us ex-Jehovah's Witnesses have sat back and said, why ain't anybody going after Pennsylvania? Why ain't anybody going after the board of directors? Some of us have known it for a while.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So it's finally, you know, happening, and it's been very difficult for us to keep quiet about this. And like I said, we can't give any details that we know of.
Right.
Of some who have been called in to testify.
And or perhaps maybe the number of cases that are being investigated.
Yeah. We cannot confirm or deny. But thank you, sweetie,
yes,
for the information. We
yes,
appreciate it. And let's hope that this grand jury will understand what and who they're going up against, and that they're just as dangerous as the Catholic Church.
If not more.
Yeah.
You know, since we're on this subject, why don't we talk a little bit about Montana and
yes,
how Montana are changing their laws because of Watchtower Bible Crap Society. And I just kind of want to give a little bit of a heads up warning, because for a very long time Kim and I have watched non-Jehovah's Witnesses do videos about the Watchtower Bible Tract Society. Jason Zelda is one. Winston, Watchtower Examination, is another one. There is a lot of these ministers from other religions acting proud as a peacock that they're going to work to bring down Watchtower. You have to keep in mind, friends, that when the laws change so that they can go after Watchtower more easily and readily, just keep in mind, when you put Watchtower's head on that chopping block, you might just inadvertently be putting your own religion's head on that chopping block. Because if these laws are being changed to go after Watchtower, I damn well guarantee you that you're going to be somewhere sooner or later on that chopping block.
Yeah, I think all religions are under scrutiny right now for their abuse of power and abuse of the members.
Abuse of children.
Yeah. In fact, we were just watching Lewis Black, and he's a famous comedian who does rants. And he had an email from a young man who had just turned 18, and he was ranting about the Mormon Church, and it was really funny, you know, and a lot of the F word, which understandable, you know, from someone. But get this, just one point I want to bring out about that is the young man. He said, "I was baptized at 8 years old, because that's the age of consent in the Mormon Church." He says, "But I could not leave until I turned 18. He says, "I'm not even going to try to begin to understand that one." And it's like, wow, you know, this was kind of disturbing that, you know, these kids can get baptized at 8, but they can't officially leave the Mormon Church until they turn 18.
Right. It's called captivity.
Yeah. That's exactly what
Called
it is.
enslavement.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And yes, we do know about the Montana case. I know there's a lot coming in. As soon as I can get the documents from the Montana courthouse, I will do that. But I just want to mention one quick thing, that what I'm hearing is that the laws have changed as far as child abuse and the statute of limitations since the original Watchtower Nunez case was filed in 2018. So, and I told you guys, breathe, it'll be okay.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, everything will be fine. I couldn't say anything, but I know.
It'll be fine.
Everything will be fine. So breathe.
Yeah.
And I'm working on the nails and coffin, so hopefully we can get that done in the next day or so. But my goodness, many exciting things going on worldwide.
Yep.
And we appreciate, you know, all of you letting us know this news and information. And we're going to keep an eye on Pennsylvania, because we know of several people who have been subpoenaed, you know, to testify. And let's just hope that, all I'm going to say is, let's hope it wakes up some of these JWs that are being subpoenaed.
Yep. Let's hope.
Yeah. Yep. So you all have a great day.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.